And this is what makes me think that, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say this, I have no evidence for it, but I am willing to bet that almost every content creator on this platform that becomes a superstar. Now, I'm not talking about subscriber numbers, because I do think you can get to 10 million or even 15 million subs just ordinarily. I'm talking about the superstars, the celebrity status YouTubers. I would not be surprised if every single one of those YouTubers is an inside job, bro. If they're...
What do you mean inside job?
I think
artificially promoted their content?
I think YouTube amplifies that person because YouTube identifies that there's a potential superstar here. And obviously superstars is great for views because millions of people are going to be watching.
It's super easy to see because of the sheer reach of like these late night shows and a lot of the main Hollywood celebrities that came over. They didn't just grow out of nothing. They absolutely exploded onto the platform. 99% of them, and it was clearly intentional. And and you also see it then back when they used to do YouTube Rewind. Like, all of these celebrities would be featured on it and stuff like that. So of course, they absolutely do it 100%.
It sort of, I was watching, someone shared this clip from Jacksepticeye, where this was a few years ago during a lie detector, where he said Mr. Beast is ruining YouTube because all it is now is about views. That's literally it. Everyone is just hunting the next view. And I kind of think that's why podcasts have become this successful. Because podcast is kind of like the last vestige of content on this platform that isn't just overproduced drivel, right? Most videos that you get on YouTube is probably fake as fuck, right? Especially the Mr. Beast stuff now, very questionable. This means that almost every person that tries to emulate Mr. Beast stuff, very highly questionable. Most of the lifestyle YouTubers, who are the biggest YouTubers on the platform, are all fake. Their lifestyles are not at all the lifestyles that they purport to have. So podcast is pretty much the last place where you get just raw, just what it is. At my channel, because I couldn't be fucked editing or scripting videos. So you just always get my raw thoughts. And yours as well,
it's
based on what I've seen, at least. Unless you script it to look real.
No, then I wish I had the patience or the time. But the thing about podcasts to me, I never really thought about it the way that you're describing it. I was just like, I just want to talk about video games. The first time I uploaded podcasts to YouTube, I was like, this is going to completely destroy my channel. And it did for a good long while. They would get almost no views. They would not get recommended. It was terrible. It was absolutely disgusting the way that I would post it. And this was something that I've worked on for the first podcast that I even made. Maybe not the first one, but the first time that I did the Third Fleet podcast with me and Gaijin, we had this thing where Gaijin was actually sick. So he had to cough. And so I was like, because this is the first episode, I need to make the best impression. I spent a whole day.
Oh my fuck.
A whole day.
Silencing the
removing coughs from an audio file.
Fuck, that's hard.
Because I was like, this needs to be perfect, okay? Not only that, but I also had to learn how to do something for, because Gaijin didn't want it to be on camera for the podcast.
All right.
So I was like, all right. So I have to figure out a way to do some type of an animation. Nowadays, I'm much more lazy about it. But because it was the first one, I actually had to learn how to use After Effects.
Wow.
To animate his avatar with a little glowing thing behind it whenever he would speak, so that there was some not that it matters. Most people put that stuff in the background. Nobody cares. But it took me ridiculous amounts of hours, and then I posted it on the channel. It's like, it's just, not only it doesn't get views, it hurts all of the other content on the channel. And I was like, this is great. Yeah. Let's do it again next week. And then I do it again and again.
Yeah. I mean, what are you going to do, right? But no,
but the thing is, I love it. I love doing, I think it's one of the most fun, fun things that you can do is just chat it up. It's fantastic.
Same. And I kind of enjoy the podcast as well, way more than making normal videos, because normal videos is just, it is fake. No matter how real you try to make it, there's always going to be an element of fakeness there, because while you're editing, you notice that you said the wrong thing, so you re-record it. So it's not raw, it's not real, it's not the actual thoughts that the person has.
Most of my videos nowadays, I tried doing them as like one takes. So I'll just I'll record it, and there's barely any editing nowadays.
Nice.
If I can actually pull it off, because sometimes or sometimes I need to like edit gameplay in post or something like that. But a lot of the times I try to just like, okay, I'm gonna pull up all of these websites. I have everything lined up, and I have the gameplay here, and I just go and I just swap scenes and do things all on the fly, and then it's like, boom, video done. If I'm able to do it like that, I will do it like that every single time.
Yeah.
It's just I don't have as much time as I used to have being a father and all that. So
yeah, no, obviously. And yeah, editing takes a lot of time. But all right, so